So we've got two NBA games tonight. I'm going to give you my free selections on both of them, especially after last night, giving you a free winner on the Thunder. Thank God Oklahoma City won, since I do have them in the series. But I'll tell you, the Thunder are definitely allergic to playing any defense. The only thing going in their favor, the Clippers are even worse defensively than they are. Push with the play with the Washington Wizards last night. Also gave you a free winner on the St. Louis Cardinals. Again, both free picks coming up in just a moment, plus a rundown of who's hot and who's not. I am not going to talk about any ugly vases in my hotel room today. I promise you I won't. Although I have to consider that the little green one, the ugly green one, which I really didn't give enough video airtime yesterday because, I gave you the long shot of it. I gave you that big ugly orange one that looks like a bong. But this ugly green one, look at it. Look at that beautiful color. Wouldn't you like to have this vase in your living room so your friends and family can walk in and say, my goodness, that's the same thing I saw at the Marriott. I think maybe perhaps I'll steal this thing. Maybe we'll raffle it off along with those pictures I stole from the other one. Just kidding. Just kidding for all you Marriott employees out there. I would never steal this beautiful vase. I wouldn't be caught dead with this beautiful vase, just to be honest with you. But today, before we get to basketball, let's talk about something important. And that is people's tastes in movies. So I'm here in Phoenix, and whenever I come here, my son and I, we try to see at least one movie a day. We're just movie buffs. So started off the week watching Spider-Man 2, and that is about 2.5 hours of my life I will never get back again. What an awful movie. Listen, if you watch the original Spider-Man trilogy, especially Spider-Man number 2, the original with Tobey Maguire, that movie had heart. It had soul. There was a passion. The casting was brilliant. Not only is a superhero movie, but it was just a damn good movie the way it was comprised, okay? This one? Seriously? Other than Emma Stone, let me think of one redeeming value of this movie. No. The ending credits. There you go. That was the best part of this movie. Who did the casting? Of the thousands of male actors, employed or otherwise, in Hollywood and across this country, is that twerp that you got to play Harry Osborn? Is that the best you could do? What was that, like Donald Trump comb over? Was that supposed to give him that edgy look? Please, bring James Franco back from the dead. Not that he's like an Oscar winner, but please, bring him back. Just a horrible, horrible movie. You sit there at the end of it and you go, thank God it's done. But that wasn't the low light of my week. No, the very next day we went to see Grand Budapest Hotel. You guys know who Wes Anderson is? He's a quirky little filmmaker. A couple years ago, had that movie Moonrise Kingdom that had a cast of thousands in them, Frances McDormand, Bruce Willis, and it was interesting. It was cute. It was something funny. And, Wes Anderson, he always has his same cast of characters, as his supporting players in all his movies. Bill Murray, Owen Wilson, Jason Schwartzman, Ed Norton, among others. They're all in these movies. This one had Harvey Keitel as well, Jeff Goldblum, William Dafoe. So it was a cast of characters. What an awful movie. It made Spider-Man look like Ben-Hur. It made Spider-Man look like an Oscar winner. It was horrible. The biggest mistake I made in the movie was not opening my mouth to my son because he wanted to leave the movie. I wanted to leave the movie, but neither one of us realized that until after the movie was over. We could have saved ourselves at least an hour of misery. There's no laughs. To have a quirky movie is one thing. To have a movie that is just an indulgent film made by the filmmaker is another. We're talking boring with a capital B. But here's the thing, guys, and it comes down to people's tastes. I'm on Box Office Mojo, and I see that this movie has made $51.9 million here in the U.S. domestically. $51.9 million. Guys, you could have given that money to charity. What are people thinking? Has there been a groundswell of everybody out there going, God, I got to see that Wes Anderson movie? His highest grossing movie ever was another awful film, The Royal Tenenbaums, back in 2001. It only made like 500,000 more. But there's the really complex, perplexing problem with this movie. It's made $89 million overseas. What's wrong with the world? What is wrong with you people out there? You buy Adele albums and you're going to watch a movie like this. There is a fundamental problem with how you are spending your disposable income. Trust me. Get a pick. Bet on it. 50-50 proposition. You win, you lose. But you'll enjoy yourself much more than watching this movie. By the way, last night saw Fading Gigolo, which, you have to look around for that movie. Trust me, it's only playing in about 14 cities, I think. But Woody Allen is one of the stars. Didn't write and direct this movie. This was actually written, directed, and produced by, written and directed by John Turturro. You may know him like as the crazy guy in the Transformers movies, but very good, small little film, giving you a glimpse of what Woody Allen was once like as an actor back in his early 70s heyday. We're talking Sleepers, Bananas, Annie Hall, you know, that neebish little crazy guy with those quick one-liners. Still can deliver them, but interesting movie. But okay, enough about movies because, you know, I've been emotionally scarred. I mean, I've been traumatized by having to sit through Spider-Man 2 and then Grand Budapest Hotel on back-to-back nights. I just can't take it. You know the best movie we've seen this week? Honest to God, the best movie was a movie that's been out for months and we just never got around, so we went to the cheap theater to see it, and that was Nonstop with Liam Neeson. I mean, now that was a good movie. True, it was taken on an airplane, or it was taken to on an airplane. It could have been taken one and taken two on an airplane, but at least it took my attention for a couple of hours and it flew right by. But anyway, we move on. Let's talk about what's going on here at the site. First of all, congratulations going out to Jeff Benton. He was the half-price play of the day winner yesterday as the Oklahoma City Thunder managed to score, and he cashed in with that another 100-dime winner in the NBA, 100-dime winner, number 5 out of 7. So kudos to him. Half-price play of the day today, and isn't that redundant for you? It's going to be Brad Wilton. Not only is he going for winning day, number 25 out of 40, but biggest NBA play of his career is 100-dime winner, number 12 out of 16, your Spurs Blazers Game 2 side. Now, to put this in perspective, this is bigger than the 60-dimer you got on the Blazers Spurs over in game number 1 here on the site 2 nights ago for $14. Bigger than a 60-dime winner on the Thunder and Clippers over that you got on Tuesday for just $14. Bigger... on that 60-dimer was Monday for just $9. Bigger than Saturday's 60-dime winner that you got here for the site for just $9 on the Warriors-Clippers over in Game 7 of that series. And really, to sum it all up, he was one of only 3 handicappers here at the site to have the Seattle Seahawks in that little game against the Denver Broncos back in early February. That was a 100-dime play. This one matches that one. And you get it today for half price simply by using the coupon code HALF. HALF. I could have come up with a more original coupon, but again, I was emotionally traumatized by watching that Grand Budapest Hotel movie. The $9 payday winner, number 12 out of 14, is going to be Brian Rosica, 75-dime NBA winner, number 8 out of 10, his second round total of the year, the Nets Heat over-under. You get it for $9 simply by using the coupon code $9, the number 9, and DOLLARS. Again, that's $9 payday winner, number 12 out of 14. Finally, save $75 off Scott Delaney's play today because he is going not only for winning day, number 16 out of 20, but it's his second biggest NBA play of the entire season, a season that I believe started last June. 80-dime NBA winner, number 13 out of 17, and it's his Western Conference total of the year on the Blazers and Spurs. You save $75 as he goes for NBA major wager winner, number 15 out of 18. A little heads up for you. Delaney and Benton, who, once again, Benton just cashed with a 100-dimer last night. Benton has also won 21 of the past 28 days. He has a 50-dime play on this play. They are on the same total in this contest, so there's your consensus, okay? Again, you save $75 on the play by using coupon code, are you ready? SAVE75, SAVE75. And the $5 play of the day, Steve Buden's Baltimore Crew, second baseball play of the season, won their first yesterday. Miami, 1-0 over the Mets. You got it for $5. You get number 2 today, Blue Jays and Phillies. And once again, you get it for $5 by using the coupon code BUDIN5, BUDIN, and the number 5, BUDIN, and the number 5. Let's talk about the 2 games in reverse chronological order, which means we're going to focus on that little game between the Spurs and the Trailblazers. Spurs in game number 1 opened up a 13-point lead after one quarter. At halftime, they swelled that lead, or that lead swelled up to 26 points. And here's the bottom line. LaMarcus Aldridge had a typical great game in number 1, okay? 32 points, 14 rebounds. The problem is that the other 4 starters for the Blazers had a combined 42 points and 24 rebounds. Once again, LaMarcus, 32 and 14. Rest of the starting lineup, the other 4 guys, 42 points and 24 rebounds. The problem with that is the Blazers don't have a bench. You know, the Blazers do not have a bench. Their starters play more minutes on average per game this season than any other team in the league. On the other hand, you had a San Antonio Spurs bench with that foreign connection they like to call themselves. That was one of the most productive in the league this year, and it certainly was productive in game number 1 as the reserves combined for 50 points. In fact, their bench outscored Portland's bench 50-18. The defense of the Spurs forced 20 turnovers, held the Trailblazers just 37.8% shooting. Trailblazers had just 4 3-pointers in the game. Tony Parker had a monster game. They couldn't stop him, okay? Aldridge is going to get his 28 to 30 points again tonight. That's a given. I think the other Trailblazers starting lineup will probably do a little better in this game. But the fact is, this is not the Houston Rockets, a team that is lacking defensively, a team that doesn't have any bench that Portland is playing now, as opposed to round number one when they pulled off the 7-game upset, okay? This is the Spurs. They're a much better team. And the Spurs know that they were extended to the max by Dallas in round number one. This is an aging team. Greg Popovich knows, you got to have some rest here as the playoffs go on. They will absolutely go for the jugular tonight, I feel, and San Antonio is to play. So go ahead and lay the 6.5 points. To be honest with you, it was my second favorite play on the board. Listen, I used the baseball run-liner tonight as a dog selection, which I thought is the best bet on the board. This play is that close to having been my best bet. Now, your other game, listen. Miami, all the talk about Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. What did the two aging, and I want to emphasize aging veterans, do in game number one? Well, Pierce shot 3 for 8, and Garnett took 2 shots. Two shots. Maybe he was trying to, find this vase in his room. He took 2 shots in that game, had a whopping 4 rebounds, 16 minutes of play. So do the math. 35 minutes combined for Pierce and Garnett. They combined for 8 points and 10 rebounds. You want to know why a game that was a 3-point margin of advantage for the Heat at halftime turned into a Miami blowout as they outscored the Nets by 10 in the third quarter? So much for the Nets going 4-0 in the season series, okay? But I believe that this is the game that the Nets will draw the line in the sand. I think you're going to see a much better defensive effort. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, and I'm willing to grab the points, 7.5 with them, against Miami, a team that has not shown the killer instinct. Remember in game number 2 of the Charlotte series, for example, has not shown the killer instinct in terms of putting away opponents when they take the lead here in the postseason. And it's not just this year, it's the past few years. And again, it's do or die time for the Nets. I don't think they win this game, but I'm willing to grab the points. I think San Antonio is a slightly better play in terms of the 2 NBA releases, but so be it. You've got my opinions on both of them. Now go forth, make money, and I will catch you again on Friday.